Hello, it's Nuke858 again, and today I'm going to show you how to play No Room for Truth in a Cliche by Escape the Fate, because, well, simply, lots of people ask me to do this, and I don't have any fancy editing software or anything, so this is all just going to be right off the top of my head, so excuse me if I make any little mistakes. But, here we go. So, for starters, this song is played in drop C tuning, which is when you turn from E standard, all the strings down, one full step, then your low E string should be tuned down to a C. So that's two full steps down for your low E. And then if you play them from low to high, it should sound a little like this. Alright, so let's get right down into the song. The first little part, as I like to call it, the acoustic part, because it sounds so good when you play it on an acoustic guitar, but this little segment is probably the most difficult part of the entire song. But so let's get it out of the way right off the beginning. So really, there's not much going on here on your left hand for this part. It's mostly in the right hand. So what you should probably practice getting down is this picking pattern with your right hand. Which is just second string, third string, fourth string, third string, fourth string, third string, second string, third string. And then all your movements down here will just change the sound of that little picking segment. So if you just practice that. Over and over again until you can play it up to speed. Over and over again, just work on that. So then, just throw in the left hand section, which really isn't all that hard once you get used to it. So, start with your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and your 4th finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string, and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And then you play as follows. Release the 4th finger. Then you put down your pinky finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. Release your 3rd and 2nd, release your pointer and middle fingers from the guitar, and leave your ring finger on the 4th of the 4th fret, and then repeat that picking pattern. Release the 4th finger. So those first two parts should sound like this. And once you get them up to speed, pretty simple. Then the last two sections of this part of the song are the easier ones. Same picking pattern, only this time you only hold down the 2nd fret on the 2nd string with your pointer finger, and then repeat the strumming pattern. Then just place down your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and repeat again. And then you just started from the beginning by placing your 4th and 2nd fingers down again on the 4th and 2nd frets of the 4th string. And you can repeat this all day for practice. Once you get that up to speed, it should sound like this. And then you just repeat that until the rest of the song comes in. So that's the first part. And then the second part has two different guitar parts that you can choose to follow, a lower part and a higher part. In my video, I choose to play the lower part because I decided to stick with one guitar part only. So I'm going to start with teaching you the lower part. And you start with a simple power chord structure on the third fret of the second string by putting your pointer finger on the third fret of the second string, and then putting your pinky and ring fingers down on the 5th fret of the 3rd and 4th string, and simply strumming. So then you slide them up to the 5th fret, slide them down to the 2nd fret, slide them up to the 3rd fret, and then here's where it gets a little tricky. You now have to move your pointer finger back and forth between the 2nd and 3rd fret in a rhythmic pattern. So, and then that just repeats. And it just goes on from there. So then the second part that you can play, which personally is my favorite part because it is the melody of the song, is again a power chord structure, only this time you're muting out the third string with your pointer finger while continuing with your ring finger to play on the 4th string. So the first chord you'll play is based on the 7th fret, and your ring finger will be on the 9th fret. So you just slide this up to the 9th fret, slide it down to the 5th fret, slide it all the way up to the 10th fret. So it was 10, 9, 7, 5. Slowly that entire part sounds like this. And you just repeat it from there. Alright, so then the next segment I'm going to teach you is just a simple fill that they use quite often in the song, which is just a simple bar chord of the 1st and 2nd and 3rd strings, which starts on the 9th fret, then moves down to the 7th, the 5th, and then you just play opens. Simple enough. And then the next part, which is the second to last part I have to teach you, is the chorus. Now, alright, so you start the chorus by barring the 5th fret in the same way you did during that little fill. So, then you play the open strings. Then you do that same power chord structure from earlier on the 2nd fret with your ring and pinky fingers on the 4th fret. Then you slide it up to the 3rd. And then you just strum it. And then that will usually go back into that verse, into that post-chorus section, the one that I showed you second.